because we don't really get to do this during the podcast, we want to just talk a little bit about what else we're reading, because we do read other things outside of the book that we're reading for the podcast. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little crazy over here in my house. I'm trying to read 3 books at the same time because I'm crazy, and so I'm gonna scale back. So I think I'm only gonna mention one of the books that I have been reading that's taken me like 6 months to read, I feel like. And I'll maybe mention the second one, but I actually haven't started reading it because I'm really just trying to get through this book that I'm reading. I don't know. Should I go first? I don't even know, because
Yeah,
you keep
do
making
it.
fun of me.
No, I'm not making fun of you. It's not true.
And I still haven't finished this doggone book. Okay.
Oh my God.
So the book that I am currently reading is The Color Purple.
Me and you, us never part. Me and my sister do that to each other whenever we say goodbye. We do the little like.
I think we did that. I feel like I did that as a kid too. The funny thing is, and you might be like, "Oh my God, Tiffany, you're reading a book without plastic on it." Now, I got this book at a We Read Banned Books event. They were giving away banned books. I didn't even know this book was banned. Cool. And I'm like, mind you, this is one of the instances where I have seen all the other forms of this other than the book. I have seen the play. I have seen the film many times. I had never read the book.
Did you see the musical?
That's what I meant. Sorry. When I said the play, I meant the musical.
Okay. Because you saw the actual Broadway play too, right?
Wait, what's the difference?
There was a musical film that came out.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, wasn't that like live or something?
Sierra was in it, and
it wasn't a live. I feel like it was a live film. Oh, so it wasn't a. Okay, I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah,
Fantasia, I want to say.
Yes. But it was like I feel like it was a. Whatever it was, I didn't see it.
You should. I recommend it.
Really? I mean, to be honest, so here's the thing. I do love all the things about this book, but I'm struggling with the book. I think I really struggle. One thing I'm starting to learn as I read more is that I really got to read the book before I consume the other types of media. Because I'm just like trying to spot the things that I know already happened. And this book is written, and I didn't know it was written in this style, but it's written in a journal style. So it's basically Celie and Nettie writing letters to each other back and forth. It actually starts with Celie writing to God. And then eventually it transitions to writing to Nettie, and then there's letters back. And it is very cute because you do see the juxtaposition of the education. So you can tell Celie is not there, but Nettie ends up, being around a bunch of, missionaries and folks who are educated, and she essentially gets an education, unlike Celie. And so, but I don't know, for some reason, I'm not connecting with the characters. And like, what is it? Is it Samuel L's character who's like super abusive and crazy and all this stuff?
What was his name? Oh my God.
It's funny because in the book, they don't say his name. They only call him Mr. Blank.
Right.
And that's why
Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover. Sorry. Got my older black men mixed up. Yes. Yeah, so Danny Glover's character, they don't like say his name in the book, which is interesting because I'm curious what the thinking was around that. Is that he's just such a horrible person, we don't say his name in this house type of thing. But but yeah, I'm just having a hard time finishing it, but I'm at the point where I just want it to be over. And I feel bad about it because I don't think it's like not well written. Obviously, this is a legendary book by a legendary author, Miss Alice Walker. It's beautiful. But I think I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but I am so connected to how much I love the movie. And then subsequently the live musical or the play that I saw, which when I saw the play version when Fantasia was still on Broadway, because and I told you the girl from Orange is the New Black
Danielle Brooks.
Danielle
Yeah.
Brooks. Those two killed it. And I mean, like, the vocals, the acting, like, they killed that.
She was also in the musical adaptation, like the film adaptation of the musical. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. She's great.
It's so good. And and to me, I think what happens with which is, I think it's the reverse of what people normally complain about with adaptations. I'm feeling like the book is just dragging and it's too much, and I need them to just get to the reunion of Celie and Nettie. Like, I don't need all this fluff and filler. And even the buildup of the relationship that she has with Suge, that also didn't feel as sexy and as intimate as I wanted that to feel either through the book. It didn't translate the same way it did on screen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to finish it, but that is just how I am feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get done with it, because then I'm going to be jumping into The Wilderness by Angela Flournoy. And I keep hearing great things about this book, so I'm really ready to jump into it. And I also, as someone who loved Girlfriends, I just like the idea of reading a book about a friendship. I'm not big on reading like super deep into descriptions, but someone told me a little bit about what the book was about. So that is where I'm going to go next. And yeah. So what are you reading? I know you be reading a lot, but I'm not on your level.
I don't know. I mean, right now, like, I feel like I've slowed down a little bit because life has been lifing and not leaving me with a whole lot of energy, but I'm starting to get it back. And I've been trying to get back to reading a bit more. So I mentioned I was reading King, that we talked about in our Black History Month recommendations. So I'm only a few chapters in. Like I mentioned, I'm like on chapter 4 now. I try to read a little bit every night before bed, and I didn't last night, so I have to cover some ground tonight. But yeah, so far the book is really just kind of getting into King's childhood, and really a lot of it set the stage by just talking about his family, how his parents met, where his dad came from, where his mom came from, how they met, how they like got together. And now at this point in the story, he's like a toddler. So yeah, we're just getting into that one. And then the other book that I'm reading right now, I'm taking my time with this one. I don't currently have a therapist, so I'm trying to therapize myself.
Oh no! I thought you had one.
I didn't like him.
Look, people, this is a wellness podcast, so you're going to hear about therapy a lot. And I don't have therapy, but I also don't have insurance. I am a entrepreneur out here.
Yeah, I mean, I did not like him, so I got rid of him. I just didn't think he was a good fit. I want to start looking again, but we talked about my current situation, so I don't know how that'll go. But yeah, I mean, I think I think that there are ways to achieve mental healthness. Like mental healthness, goodness gracious, that was a Freudian slip. Whoa. Tells you where I'm at. I think that there are ways to achieve mental wellness in addition to therapy. I think therapy is a great tool, and I do really want to like find a therapist, but I think that there's also pathways to wellness outside of that. So I've been trying to like really explore, develop good habits and see what that'll do for my mental health. And also reading more things that I think can give me insight into my own like sense of being. So I've been reading this book called The Untethered Soul. I can't remember who it's by.
Are you reading a book or audio or ebook?
I am reading the physical book. I wish I had it with me, but it's a fairly popular self-help book. I am only like also like I'm taking my time with that one because I really want to like take time and like sit with each chapter and process it. But it's kind of just all about like, I don't know. It's like low key, I'm not even gonna lie, some woo woo. Like I think it's like informed and influenced by like different spiritual practices, but it tries to like be agnostic to that as well. And it's about just kind of like, discovering yourself, discovering peace, like learning how to like practice like detachment a little, not detachment, but like, what is the word I'm looking for? I guess somewhat be like practicing detachment and like developing like this sense of consciousness and this sense of self that is like detached from, you know, outside influences, but also like detaching yourself from your thoughts in a way, like who are you outside of your thoughts, what are you outside of your thoughts, and like kind of like, yeah, I don't know, I think it is just it's a mental wellness book about just kind of like self-discovery, and I'm still getting into it, maybe like 4 chapters in, but yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. So it's been
All
good.
right.
It's been good. I like it. So I think it's one of those things where it's like you gotta like take what you need and leave what doesn't really work. So there are some things that I'm like, I'm not sure how that will apply to me right now, but there are definitely like a lot of insights that I'm getting from it, and just trying to like meditate on them. Maybe I want to start journaling about some of these things and like really internalizing some of it. But yeah, it's good.
Sounds good. Yeah, and we're gonna link
Yeah.
those books below if you are interested in checking out some of the books that we're also reading right
Okay.
now. It's interesting that that is a factor,
Hmm.
right? That you
Hmm.
can get fired from your job for standing up for what's right.
Yeah, I know, right?